Ho, 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 Spuddy Buddies! It's Christmas time with a side of popcorn. I'm the Orange Cat, John. I'm reading this as it's being written to me. And this is my co-host, Rose.
I'm more of a calico myself. Maybe a tabby.
That will make sense here in about 2 minutes when we tell you what is going on. Or actually, here in just a second. Every week for the month of December, we're going to be watching a Hallmark Christmas movie to find out if they're really as bad as people say they are.
Who knows?
Who knows? We started out with a great movie last week, A Mistletoe Promise. Remembered it this time.
Yes.
Suck it. Can this week compare? Will it be as charming and heartfelt? Let's find out. This is The 9 Lives of Christmas with a side of popcorn. Insert intro music that I don't have.
You know one of my favorite things?
What's that?
Writing these intros to make you say random stuff.
You know what? The funny thing is, Finn has not figured that out.
Oh.
Finn has not.
Oh, no. Collusion will happen. It's okay.
This is the true Anchorman thing, where like I will just read what you put on there because I know you guys will 100% do something funny, or make me say I'm the Orange Cat.
Yes, you're the Orange Cat.
That's fair. That's weird.
If people describe an orange cat to me.
I saw on TikTok recently a very sweet orange cat who loved its owner, and like they were going against the grain that orange cats are absolute psychopaths. And so that is the orange cat I choose to be right now.
Okay.
Have I seen orange cats where they're just like actual
losing their shit?
Like, I mean, all the time? Yes, I have. Am I that orange cat? Probably so. Let's be honest.
A lot of times, yeah.
So I get it. I understand. There's a reason we're talking about cats. There's a reason. But first, before we even get into it, before we started recording, who in the hell knocks on a door at 7:30 at night? It's dark. It's dark. Homegirl had Christmas lights around her neck.
Yeah.
Wanted to talk to me about if I wanted to change my internet provider.
Dude, I saw her hours ago when I was driving home.
I'm sure she was the girl that knocked on the door when I was on a phone call at work. And I was like, oh, this is actually happening. Yeah. And I'm glad we have the internet she was going to provide. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, do you have fiber? I was like, oh, did you hear about that we laid fiber lines? I was like, yeah. I don't know.
Updated fiber lines in your area?
No. Well, fiber is internet. I'm going to let you have that one. I'm gonna
No, she did not start with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like she asked me, like, did I hear about it? And I was like, and I just said no, because to be honest, I didn't. I just know we have fiber.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh well, fiber's the internet. And I'm like, I know you don't know me.
Oh, honey.
So I'm not gonna do this.
No.
I'm not gonna do one of my
That's
favorite things in the world is talk to internet providers and cell phone providers. One of my favorite things I will ever do in my life. Because I know more than you.
I know.
Thank you for that little tangent, Rose. Are you in the Christmas spirit?
You know what? I kind of am.
Spuddy Buddies, are you in the Christmas spirits?
Hopefully.
I'm getting there too.
Yeah.
And it's again, I know we kind of touched on it last week. It's a little weird for me.
Yes.
Because of where we're recording this and what we're doing. Like, I don't really like doing Christmas until it's December.
Yeah.
So that'll tell you when we've been recording this stuff.
Just a little early, though.
Not too early, just a little early so we can make sure we have this. But it's kind of fascinating that I'm like, I'm not dreading the whole Christmas thing. Like, usually it's like, oh, we got to put up the tree and do all this, that, and the other thing. No, I'm actually really excited. And I will admit, I think these Hallmark movies are helping me with this.
Right? Like, it's one of the weird things where it's like, okay, this is super corny and some good, some bad.
Yeah.
But, like, it gives you an alternate version of what could happen at Christmas.
Yes.
And instead of just, like, the capitalism shoved down your throat all the time.
And I think that was the biggest part. Like, what sucked about where I used to work. Yeah. It was just that. And, like,
and, like,
too much music.
Now you don't have to listen to Christmas music until sometime in November if you choose to.
Yeah.
And then I'll start playing more Christmas music here in December.
And give me points too.
Yeah.
I sent you a Christmas album.
You did.
That I'm really excited to listen to.
You did. Have you listened to it yet?
I listened to the first song.
Okay.
That's the only one I listened to, and I was like, I've got other work to do.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't listened to the whole thing. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really, really excited for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to kind of like.
It also helps I know to respect the bounds of Christmas.
Sure. And those bounds of Christmas get broken when we make content.
Yeah, but that's like a very specific use case.
And what's funny is I know how to put myself in the mindset to do that. So I'm like, all right, it's Christmas time. I'm going to enjoy Christmas earlier because kind of have to.
Yeah.
But
it also like helps to put you in the spirit of wanting to.
Yeah, 100%. So in the vein of no, not vein. That's not the right word. In the spirit of Christmas and Hallmark movies, ladies and gentlemen, NBs, this is the 9 Lives of Christmas from 2014, made for TV romantic comedy and by the Hallmark Channel, written by Nancy Silvers, based on the book by Sheila Roberts, directed by Mark Jean, and that's all well and good. That's all well and good. What we all need to focus on is goddamn Brandon Routh is in this freaking movie. There's a reason I wore a Superman shirt if you're listening or watching this on podcast services or watching this on YouTube. I did that on purpose. Brandon Routh and Kimberly Susted. Like, let me tell you how wild it is. One, that first, I'm paying for Hallmark Plus to do this bit.
Yes.
And then second.
It's just 1 month.
It's just 1 month. And then until the next year when we do this again. And then second,
1 month at a time.
We're doing this Christmas thing for a side of popcorn. And we're like, oh my God, is that big-headed Brandon Routh? And I mean that respectfully because this promo art does not do him justice. His head is way too big.
Yeah, no, this one is fine.
This one's fine.
It's, it'll circle back around. It'll circle back around.
And it's just absolutely wild to me that Brandon Routh is in this, and I'm like, I'm not calling out shit to Hallmark movies, but just 9 years ago,
11 years ago,
9 years ago when this movie came out, he was Superman.
9 years before this movie.
9 years before this movie. In 2005, he was Superman.
I had such a hard time finding pictures that did not have him when I was making the slideshow that goes behind us.
Yeah.
Like, I found one picture of Kimberly by herself. Everything else was both of them together or just Brandon.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This premiered on November 8th, 2014 on the Hallmark Channel. All you need to know, pretty much the overviewing synopsis is Brandon Routh's character's name's Zachary. He's a firefighter. He has kind of a bitchy girlfriend. And he saves,
kind of.
Actually, a full-on bitchy girlfriend. Saves a cat. The cat, he kind of falls in love with the cat. He's not a cat person. And then runs into Kimberly's character, which is...
Merrily.
Merrily, thank you. And Merrily is...
Merrily all the way?
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God. Sometimes it's almost too on the nose that it's stupid.
Yes.
And that's where...
It's okay, I didn't catch it until now.
And Merrily is a veterinarian student.
Yes, she's a vet student.
And they just kind of keep on happenstancely crossing paths.
Yeah, it's a very small town.
In a very small town in...
Hallmarkville.
That's great. It's Hallmarkville.
I don't know.
The Northwest.
It always is.
Yeah, something like that. And
somewhere in Maine.
And stuff happens and they fall in love. But the end.
Yeah.
But I want to know. Let's give me your...
The end. Trying to get into spoilers. That's here.
True. Give me your thoughts. Like, what did you think? Is this a good follow-up to what we thought was one of the better Hallmark movies?
Yeah.
A Mistletoe Promise. How does that unfortunately compare, or how does 9 Lives of Christmas unfortunately compare to the Mistletoe Promise?
Oh, no. We were looking for, like, we hit so hard with the Mistletoe Promise that we were both just like, okay, we need to find a crap movie.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, and NBs, and Spuddies, we did.
We found a crap movie.
We did. This was
crap.
One of the corniest movies I have seen in my life. Still very fun. Very fun, very lighthearted, very Hallmark. Like, this is much more quintessentially Hallmark than most of them. There's a relationship at the beginning that's not there at the end. There's no relationship at the beginning between the main characters, but there is at the end. I'm sorry for the spoiler, but you know, it's a Hallmark movie.
It's a Hallmark movie. Like, we're talking about spoilers when it comes to this. Yeah. This is what I thought.
There's the best friend who's trying to matchmake the girl. In this case, the sister.
The sister, that's true. The sister is more successful.
Yeah.
And kind of wanting to protect the sister, but kind of looking down on the sister as well because you're a vet, but then the parents died and like the
older sister.
Marilee's the older sister.
And she's trying to take care of her younger sister.
So like
but like they've grown up and now the younger sister is married and successful and Marilee is still going through vet school.
Oh, like working at a pet shop.
Yes.
Like she is Marilee is the definition of this is who I am now. Yeah. And I'm going to just fully commit to it 100%.
Yeah. And like I did like that about her.
Yeah.
I thought, she was very accepting of who she was.
Okay. All right. When you put it that way, sorry, I just looked at the monitor behind us and I was like, oh man, that is oh boy. Yeah. Brandon, that's how I feel about this movie, baby. But you know what? Honestly, I would love to interview you about what it was like to be on a Hallmark movie. Oh. That's my goal. Is I want to interview someone on a Hallmark movie. Like, what is it like?
I love the premise, the whole thought process that if we ever got an interview with Brandon Routh, we're not asking about how was it to play Superman or anything else. No. It's how was it to be in Hallmark movies?
The 2 Hallmark movies that you're in. Like, what was it like? Because I mean, I'm sure he's a super nice guy. Mm-hmm. I have this feel like he's just a nice, down to earth kind of guy, and that you really could probably have a beer with. I'm sure everyone asks him about Superman. I'm sure everyone asks him about Scott Pilgrim. I would want to pull the punch, or not pull the punch of the 9 Lives of Christmas, and what was that one really B indie movie that he was in, but you and I freaking loved? Like, there's a movie, he's like a monster hunter, and it came out in like 2009, and it's so campy, but it's so freaking good. Like, you and I went to the theaters, and like, we're the only ones there. We're like, this is never going anywhere, but goddamn, was it so much fun in a different form of what this fun was.
Uh-huh.
And like that, I think my problem with 9 Lives of Christmas is I am comparing it to Mistletoe Promise, and that's the unfortunate thing.
Sure.
But I am learning that there is a different version of turning off your brain.
Yes.
And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really know that. Like, I thought it was all kind of the same process, and it's not. Turning off your brain to watch Fast X is completely different than turning off your brain and watching the 9 Lives of Christmas.
Yes.
And I was just like, I think that's an unfortunate thing for me because I'm going to rank this so much lower order than I probably should. Because again, I just...
See, and this is my kind of just turn off your brain and let's just go.
Sure. And I think that's great. That's why I'm trying to respect that. Everyone's turn off your brain is a different style of movie.
I think I'm looking for this the wrong way. Oh, I forgot he was in that one. Brandon Routh, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, like Monster Hunter or Demon Hunter. It was something. And it was honestly really, really good. Like, it was on par with the Anton Yelchin Fright Nights with Colin Farrell. Like, people saw it, it was fun, but it was like, to me, it was on par with that, just more B style horror movie.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow is the only thing coming up, so I have no idea.
Okay,
Dylan Dog.
Dylan Dog, that's what it was.
Dylan Dog, Dead of Night.
Dylan Dog, amazing.
I totally forgot about that one.
That was
I vaguely remember that.
Such a good, fun, turn off your brain movie.
Sure.
And it's just, again, going back to 9 Lives, I found it almost to the point of unfun to watch these 2 characters like talk to each other. And I'm just like, we're not at Twilight sock puppets yet.
No.
We're far from that, to be honest with everyone. We're far from that. But there was just something about how they interacted with each other that I didn't quite fully believe.
Yeah, it was just very much like And I even have it in my notes, just the whiplash that I felt going from scene to scene and like the music cuts.
Oh my God, the music was awful.
My God, the music was so bad. It was distracting.
It was. Like when you started like paying attention to it, you're like, this isn't adding anything. Yeah. And it is kind of detracting from the scene that we're doing right now. And it again had that Hallmark coloring and look that I talked about last week. And I'm fine with it.
Super pigmentation.
I'm very, very okay with that. It's just, it didn't help it like a Christmas or a Mistletoe Promise did.
Yeah.
And I found that very weird. That just
because they came out in the same year, didn't they?
Oh my God.
I'll see if I can.
I don't remember.
I'll find out.
And the fact that this movie is called The 9 Lives of Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe
Mistletoe Promise was 2016, so 2 years later.
2 years later, okay. I truly believe Brandon Routh loved that cat. Mm-hmm. I have no concept of if there was actually a relationship between Zach and Marilee. Like, of course, again, spoilers, at the end they get together. That's how these movies work. But it just never fully felt like something truly blossomed. More just in the idea of like, oh, we're cohabitating the same space because of serendipitous in circumstances. And you're like, okay, cool. I understand that actually does happen, but it just never felt weirdly natural. And I'm going to be honest, this is a romantic comedy. Where was the comedy?
Oh, we laughed at it constantly. What are you talking about?
Okay, for the right, wrong reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I do follow your logic on that one.
No, I do understand. And you're not wrong in it's a comedy, but also is that really how you want to be known?
Yeah, it like never fully committed.
Yeah.
But then it never fully committed the other way of being a romantic, the romantic side. Like it never found that balance of, oh, we are going to be a comedy. We're going to be romantic, which means romantic comedy. It was just, hey, we're two people who one happens to have a cat and is anti-relationship, long-term relationship, but he has a cat now and that changes everything. And then all of a sudden this girl kind of shows up in his life and is like, oh, maybe relationships aren't that bad. And that's pretty much it. And you're like, okay, I'm glad that happened for you guys, but story?
Yeah.
Story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
Rose.
Yes.
We have a beautiful rating system here
we
for
do.
The
it works for us.
CouchCapades rating system that works for games, movies, TV shows, all that stuff. Let's tell the Spuddy Buddies what our rating system is. And then we're going to talk about what we're going to give the 9 Lives of Christmas.
Sure.
Starting from the bottom. Number 1 is actively harmful to society.
A 2 is toxic or dreadful.
3 is awful.
4 is bad.
5 is meh or indifferent.
6 is okay or fine.
7 is good.
8 is great or a bona fide good time.
9, amazing, fantastic, or brilliant.
And a 10 is a masterpiece or a shining star for society. John is no longer questioning why I gave Mistletoe Promise a 10 on the Hallmark scale.
On the Hallmark scale, I completely understand why you gave it that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Sure.
I might introduce my own Hallmark scale now that I'm starting to add Hallmark movies into my repertoire of films.
Although I do like the idea of just ranking.
I think I'm just going to rank it because I think it's a little bit easier.
Sure.
But on our CouchCapades scale, what are you giving the 9 Lives of Christmas? I almost called it the Mistletoe Promise. I still have that movie stuck in my head.
So I'm rating this a 5. I'm very meh. I'm very indifferent on it. Like it was a movie. Production on it was better than some TV. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was
okay.
What are you rating it?
I'm going to give it a 4.
You thought it was bad?
I thought it was bad.
Yeah.
And again, I think, unfortunately, because we hit a home run with the Mistletoe Promise, that I feel like it just, like, maybe it's this way, and I'll fully admit, maybe it's this way. The 9 Lives of Christmas crawled So the mistletoe promise could actually just...
I mean, it could be.
Run.
It could be. We don't know.
But it felt very weird. All in all, the story felt weird to me. It didn't really have any... It was one of those ones that a story was happening while Christmas happened. But that was about it.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything pointing to why this was Christmas.
Yeah, well, you could really remove Christmas and it does not change the plot.
And the title kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, so you're calling it the 9 Lives of Christmas just because of cats.
Yeah,
because cats are here, but there's no other reason. They weren't hurt on 9 different Christmases or 6 for him and 3 for her or anything like that. It was just, there were cats. I mean, at least the 9 Lives of Thomasina, which is a real movie, by the way.
What the hell?
Yes, there's a Disney movie called The 9 Lives of Thomasina.
Okay.
It's about an orange cat. Her name is Thomasina. And it's got the little girl from Mary Poppins. To give you an idea of how old it is.
Oh, yep. I actually have seen this. Okay. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Or at least I know the cover for
that it exists.
Yeah, I know that exists, and I know either I've seen the poster, which I'm sure is probably the VHS box.
Probably.
I'm old, VHS.
But at least that movie, the cat was actually in danger.
Shit, that darn cat was a cat movie and it worked.
Yes.
There was more point for the 2019 version of Cats to make sense that there were all cats there. There was no reason for this movie to be called The 9 Lives of Christmas. Could have just been called a Christmas cat movie. And it would have worked just as well.
It could have been called Meowie Christmas.
I want you to get the hell out of here. I want you to leave the bullpen now. You're in joke timeout for that shit. God damn. And I hate that you're 100% correct.
It could have been.
It could have been called Maui Christmas, and it would have been a better title.
Yeah.
Because this title makes no sense.
No.
Minus there's cats.
Yeah.
And
even then, the cats are not a prominent part. They're important to the story.
They're important to the story. They're the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Of the movie.
And I don't know, maybe the cats are more important in the sequel.
Maybe.
We haven't watched the sequel. We don't know if we will this year.
This year. I think there might be another movie we're going to be doing instead. But yeah, the cat was the MacGuffin. And it just served its point it served its purpose to a point.
Yeah.
And then
we didn't hear about it.
Didn't really hear about it.
We didn't hear about either cat.
And then all of a sudden, it was brought back up because the cat's gonna miss him.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that here in just a second. And you're just kind of okay, well, all right, Superman, just grow a sack and just say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want. Tell me what you want, and just say it. So
now that we are fully into spoiler territory,
let's talk spoilers on a 11-year-old movie.
So I was looking at the trivia on IMDb, and I was shocked that there was trivia for this movie on IMDb.
This should be a recurring bit.
There are some very subtle clues and double entendres that make Zachary, portrayed by Brandon Routh, very reminiscent of Superman. Did you know this?
I do not want to get into our popcorn and kernel yet, but I will tell you that is actually one of mine in that ranking.
So the camera angle makes it appear as like he has a cape flowing about him when he's scrutinizing the paint on the wall.
Okay, I missed that, actually.
I did too. When he unzips at the end as he decidedly walks toward the camera.
Sure, I actually caught that. I was like, all right.
He didn't lie.
Oh my God.
Mistletoe is his kryptonite. Certain otherworldly stares as the camera closes in on his eyes.
What are we doing?
When he rushes to save Marilee from the shopping cart careening her way.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was a very weird slow-mo Baywatch.
When Marilee tells him, "You're a hero," referring to him being a fireman. He's actually just Superman.
He's just Superman.
When he says, I'm not at all what I seem. When Sarah tells Marilee, how many more clues do you need?
Okay, that one I'll give you.
These are the reasons that people have given to say that he is still Superman in this movie.
I like this alternative universe that Clark Kent decided to retire, but he couldn't actually like fully retire.
So he just became a fireman.
He just became a fireman, a hunky fireman that's selling calendars at the beginning of this movie.
Ah, yes. Got to get those photo shoots.
Got to get those photo shoots in, and just everyone's like, "Shit, I think that's Superman." I 100%. I like. I think that's
look at that hair.
Look at that
it's
hair.
Definitely Superman.
I think that's Superman.
Oh.
I do have something at the end of the episode that fits into that, and I don't want to spoil it. Just I want you to say it until the end. I just think it's really really funny that people caught that. And I caught some of that. I didn't catch the cape thing. Yeah,
no, there were several cases. This is the one where his head is too big for his body.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, now that I think about it though, I think the paint when he's standing there, he has his hands on his hips like this, and like he's got the like Superman pose. Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I think that's what they mean. The reminiscence of the cape. But I'm like,
I wouldn't be surprised if there's shadows and people were somebody like on the internet was just like, oh, it's a cape. He's Superman. Yeah.
Wait, we had Henry Cavill as Superman by this movie.
That doesn't matter.
I know. I'm just thinking, like, man,
that doesn't matter.
Henry Cavill was already Superman. That's crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. That he's a very reminiscent of Superman, a role Routh is arguably most famous for. And I'm just like, what's the arguable part here?
I would say he probably is, or now. I mean, he did a really good job in Heroes of Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then it became Superman again. Like there was
I don't know who he played in Heroes of Tomorrow.
The Atom. It was kind of Ant-Man's DC counterpart. And then during that whole CW stuff, they had like the Infinite Earths timeline. And then Brandon Routh came back as a different version of Superman.
Oh, that's fun.
He was able to don the cape again, which I actually think is really, really cool. Yeah. I love that. Okay.
You can't make all your money off Hallmark movies.
You really can't. You get aged out really fast, apparently.
Poor Luke.
Poor Luke. You're my boy! He's not dead, everyone. Like
he's still fine. So far as we know.
So far as we know. But he's still fine. All right, let's spoil the shit out of this movie. Mm-hmm. What were some of the like weirdest things or highlights?
The product placement.
Thank you.
The product placement.
Oh my God.
She walks into her apartment and just puts down a Walmart bag, making sure the entire time it's just facing the camera. And then the Folgers can later where they're just like,
the best friend was doing the Folgers.
We're going to make some coffee. You want some coffee? Just opens the cabinet. It's Folgers. She pulls it down in such a weird way because she has to make sure the label keeps on facing the camera.
Now that I'm thinking, this is the definition of what like the Truman Show did. Mm-hmm. Like when Laura Linney's character.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh my God. Never mind. I know what we're doing next episode. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. That's going to happen though. Oh
At
my
some
God.
Point.
It's an amazing thing. But it really was like that product placement thing. And Laura Linney's character comes down and is like, you know what you need? And I'm butchering it. Like, you're pretty stressed out. You need some quick Ovaltine or some shit like that.
Sure.
And like Jim Carrey's character is like, what? Like to a point where he's starting to put a little bit of it together, but you just want some Ovaltine, right? And she just stares directly at the camera and smiling. And like Jim Carrey's character is like, what the fudge is happening? Like it's the breaking point of like what is going on. And that was what the product placement was like to me. Like, would you like this Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Do you shop at Walmart? We're connected with Hallmark. And you're like, okay, I get it. I know you need to make the movie. You got to pay Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
He's still probably big bucks.
Probably.
So
but I mean, it's Hallmark.
Yeah.
They can afford this.
They can afford it.
They have like 3 channels now.
Who that's crazy. That's still crazy.
Right?
To do.
One of them is just Hallmark Mysteries.
Who forged your signature? Did you put this movie? Who forged your signature? I'm kidding. That is not it.
No.
But I just find that funny. There's so much shit that happens in this movie.
Yes.
Between Marilee working at a
pet supply
store that happens to be Brandon Routh's
girlfriend's dad's shop.
And through this not the whole thing, but the timeline or the story is Brandon Routh's character or Zach's girlfriend doesn't like cats.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to get rid of the cat that has
invaded his life.
And like we don't want these cats.
Cat distribution system was hardcore at work here. And this cat was going to stay with with Zachary.
Yeah. And like there's just this underlying story B plot of this girlfriend hating this cat.
Which I was more invested in.
Yeah. Like what happened? Did she get dropped into like a vat of cats and they bit her? Like what caused her to hate cats so much? Did the dad just stay away so long because he was working to feed the family?
Like that's the thing. He owns a pet supply store. Like, what do you mean you hate animals?
Yeah, it's the full 180 of what your parents do, and like I hate that. Okay, I follow that logic.
It's very possible.
Very possible. But I just was like, okay, you're a model. I don't know how you pulled that off with your dad being a pet store supply owner, and
I don't know. Maybe her mom knows people,
and you live in like just middle of nowhere, Hallmarksville. I don't know how you pulled this off. Kudos to you. This was before influencers. I don't know how you did that, but you a bitch. And don't hate this cat. This cat was actually freaking adorable, and I was like, oh, cute cat.
He was fantastic.
And
he was a good kitty.
And then like there's a scene where she's trying to drop off the cat because we're already establishing that Marilee and Zach have ran into each other multiple times already.
Yes.
They ran into each other. She's getting her degree, and they're at a grocery store, and Zach's just trying to find the right food.
This is how they met.
This is how they met.
Backing up in the movie.
And they just were like, or Marilee just shows up, and she's like, ooh, don't feed the cat the hard stuff. Yeah. Do this instead. And so Brandon Routh's just like,
wet food.
Okay, that's fine. I'd never had a cat. Very weird. Just pick me. Here we go. It's my Pokemon now. I don't really care. Let's freaking go. And then just the little things of them running into each other throughout.
Like it was a meet cute.
It was a meet cute.
But that was like
town that they never ran into each other.
Until now.
And
they can't stop running into each other.
I've been in smaller towns where you saw everyone every single day. I've lived in smaller towns.
Yes.
And I'm like, how did you not see each other at all?
I don't know.
And sure, maybe he never went to, he never had pets.
Sure.
And so he never had a need to go to the pet store. Okay, I follow the logic.
But they didn't even meet at the pet store. They met at the grocery store.
And then she just had to, and I mean this in a very goofy way, butt her head in someone trying to find cat food. She's like, I'm the expert here. Actually, that's not the cat food you want. And you're like, dog, I'm stressed out enough as it is because this cat wandered into my life. I'm a honky firefighter. Everyone's making fun of me. I've got commitment issues, all this stuff, and I don't need you telling me what kind of cat food I need. Thank you for telling me the cat food.
Well, now I know how to not flirt with Jon. Don't be a stranger in the store trying to be just the most helpful person when he has a look of full confusion on his face. Like, there are so many options. What should I get? No.
Leave me alone.
Leave him there.
Leave me alone.
To figure it out instead of saying, maybe try this one instead.
Just leave me alone.
How dare. How dare.
Story keeps on going. Story happens.
You were going somewhere with Blair.
Well,
the girlfriend.
We're going with Blair because what happened, and this is like a major plot point, is thank you for saying her name, Blair, because I forgot. Blair.
Oh, I had to read it.
Yeah, cool. Blair's like, we need to get rid of this damn cat. Let's just go to my father's shop. And we were all like, that's where Marilee works. Yeah. Hands the cat off to Marilee, and she's like, what? Oh, God. What?
Ambrose.
I know Ambrose because that's how they met.
Yeah.
Like, she remembers this damn cat's name. Good for her, Good for her. That's cool. And then there's this scene within the shop where Marilee doesn't really tell off the girlfriend, but just like, hey, we can't really do that. And then she
is very nice and polite about it.
And then she gets all up in her bitchiness and like tells Daddy to go fire Marilee.
And He does.
And he does.
And I'm just like,
grow a backbone, dog.
Why? Like,
you know your daughter's a bitch.
Seriously.
Just go, shh.
This is my business.
This is my business. Go do your shit.
This is my business, and she's a great employee. Like, go take pictures.
Yeah, do your thing. Leave. And she gets fired. Fast forward a little bit.
She gets kicked out of her apartment because she has a cat.
She has a cat. Oh, well, no. She does, but no, you're right. Yeah,
she gets kicked out because she has a cat.
She has a cat.
Brandon Routh tries to be her hero and
breaks up with the girlfriend.
Brandon Routh tries to be her hero and barges into her apartment as her landlady is kicking her out. And he's just like, I'm sorry, did you do all these fire code things?
Yeah.
She still gets kicked out. Evicted.
And they're about to like drop, like she's like, or Marley is like, I'm going to go just live with my sister.
Yeah.
And Brandon Routh.
The normal thing
you do. Zachary, Brandon Routh, who is a firefighter, but also flips houses.
Yes.
And he never stays. In his
free time,
he never stays in the house for more than once he fixes it up and moves on. Okay. Well, why don't you just live with me? Dog, you met her 3 days ago.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You barely even know each other's names.
You can barely take care of a cat.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dog?
And then after they get to his place, he's like, oh, yeah, there's an upstairs apartment.
Lead with that.
And it's like, maybe you should start with that.
Lead with that concept of like, you know what? It's my fault that you got fired because I was dating a bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I couldn't get you your apartment back and your landlady still evicted you. Let me help you out. Nice guy concept. Yeah. I followed the logic to the point of, why did you come live with me? We know from past movies, he might just disappear for 5 years and you won't know what happened to him. You might just get saddled up with this mortgage. Like, I don't know. He's gone. He's a hero and he left for 5 years. You don't know if you want to. I'm going to go live with this really hunky hero. He has a track record. He left for 5 years and people got pissed.
There you go. More proof on the fire that he is actually Superman in this movie. He's just Superman retired to Hallmarksville.
Some reporter was like, worldwide, we don't need Superman. That's what she wrote. Well, apparently he read that and was like, F it, I'm going to Hallmarksville, USA. And then I got to freaking leave again in 5 years because someone else is going to find Krypton. See you later, everyone. Shh.
You're going to break another
chair? I'm going to break another chair on a podcast, and that would be the funniest thing in the world. I'm sorry. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She could kill you. I don't know.
She could kill you. You could kill her. I don't understand on either side.
There is a flashpoint in there. I'm bringing another superhero reference. There's a flashpoint right there that this movie could have gone one of two ways. Very meet cute holiday movie, which it became, or we could have just become Norman Bates.
Could have been an A24 movie.
We really could have turned into an A24 movie. You know how A24 call us. I want to write a movie where everyone goes, oh, this is cute. Very meet cute.
This is adorable. This
and
is
then
so
it just turns on your ass. Just right there. And you're like, oh my God, this is a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
What a great turn. What a great freaking turn that would be. I just was so like, oh, why don't you move in with me? And you're right. It was weird. And then it took 10 minutes to go, oh, you're going to have the apartment upstairs. Yeah. It has a door or a...
it has separate entrance.
Separate entrance.
We never saw the separate entrance.
Dude.
We also never saw the apartment.
We never saw the apartment.
We never saw any of this.
And I was like, what are you doing? I understand you're trying to be a nice guy.
Anytime that she was trying to cook something, it was in the main kitchen. And I'm just like, is there not a kitchen in the separate apartment?
Right.
Because that's just a room.
Like I don't know.
It's just a room. And then she turns out to be all handy and just, oh yeah, I hooked up that stove over there and cooked on it.
I painted. Like,
okay, painting, sure.
Yeah.
Painting is relatively easy, but like, you knew how to hook up a stove?
I mean, as long as it wasn't gas, it should be.
It looked like it was gas.
Oh, okay. Still.
I don't know. Maybe she watched a YouTube video on the new emerging platform.
Maybe she did. That was like, again, this goes back to a lot of just the happenstance of this movie.
Yeah.
They just happened to be in the same place at the same time. Let's talk to each other. They went out on separate dates earlier in the movie.
Hold up. Let's not forget that at their meet cute, he got called out by the person in her market for being a firefighter and saving her life. The cashier.
Life. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I get it. I'm not trying to throw any shade to firefighters and what they do. I think that heroes, 100%.
Yes. I was not expecting.
Oh my God, you saved me like last month or some shit like that. And like, oh my God, and hugs Brandon Routh, like picks his ass up. I'm like, that man's like 6'4". That's impressive, lady. But I was just like, okay, we're pushing that. I got it. I'm following.
Sure.
But again, it's just, they met at the supermarket. And then they met at the same place that they went to dinner because Marilee went with her sister.
Yeah.
And Zach went with Blair. Completely separate time, and they happened to go into the same like lobby area.
Yeah.
And they just kind of had this weird heart to heart.
Yeah.
And she remembers Ambrose's name. He's like, oh, you remember the name. I'm Clark Kent. Puts the glasses back on, flies away. See you in 5 years. And then it was a meeting.
I love it. Puts the glasses on to fly away.
Look, this is a backwards thing. Everyone knows, but when you put the glasses on, I was like, wait, is it? And then they meet at the store. Yeah. She gets fired.
Yes.
Then he hunts her down.
Yes. Which is weird.
The sister, the other beeline plot is the sister's trying to find a date for her. And she keeps on saying.
To a holiday party.
And Marilee's like, oh, I have
a date. I call him Brown Eyes.
Because she's remembering Zach, but doesn't know his damn name.
The most generic nickname you could ever give. Brown Eyes. Very cute nickname, but also like.
There's a scene where Marilee's sister, again, I'm jumping around. It really doesn't matter. Marilee's sister is driving and like they have a girls' night. A sister's night or sister's day where they do medi-pedis and all that stuff. 100%.
Sure.
Down. And then Marilee made the wrong choice by saying he's a firefighter.
Oh, yes.
Which means
they were out shopping.
Shopping. And Brown Eyes is a firefighter. And apparently there's only one goddamn fire station in Hallmark Town, USA. Hallmarkville, USA. And so they pull up. And Marilee's like, what are you doing? Well, I want to meet Mr. Brown Eyes.
I want to meet him.
And she's like, what? No. I just want to like, when I see him, I just want to put my like lips like
all over him.
And I'm like, ew. And it was just very weird. She said, no, I'll go talk to him.
So you go.
You go.
And it's like, you are in heels walking around in this new dress that you're wearing for no reason.
Yeah, why didn't she walk out with the dress that she bought for the holiday party?
Seriously, you put your regular ass clothes back on.
So she gets out of the damn car, sister drives away, and then we cut to Marilee walking down the street.
And then she finds Ambrose.
This cat just keeps on getting out because Blair at the time effing hates this cat.
Yes.
So she turns right
Blair
back around.
At the time.
Because she's still in the picture. She turns right back around. She knows Ambrose. She knows that Brown Eyes is in there. Zach is in there.
Yeah.
So walks in. Looks like just a hooker with a cat walking in. And it's like, well, where's Zach? Oh, well, there's Amber and the chief and all this stuff and
everybody recognized the cat.
Everyone recognized the cat because they're like, we're being different. Everyone has a firehouse dog, but we have a firehouse cat. We like Ambrose. All right, cool, whatever. I don't give a damn. And then I don't even remember what happens. Does Zach show up?
They call him out.
And do they go on a date? They do go on a date.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those, like, the chief was like, go, do it.
Yeah. And she wants to take him to her favorite place.
Her favorite place. We were getting all the way to this point right here. Her favorite freaking place. A taco truck, which, if you know Uncle Jon and Aunt Rose, we love a good taco. We love a good food truck.
Tacos, yes.
Taco food truck, absolutely amazing.
100%.
What the hell was wrong with these tacos?
They just looked like Taco Bell tacos.
They were Taco Bell tacos.
They were just Taco Bell tacos. And how do we
freaking know? They left the wrapper on. The wrapper was the goddamn Taco Bell tacos.
Sure was.
All you had to do was buy the Taco Bell tacos, run over to an effing CVS, because I'm sure they have those.
Product placement.
There was no Taco Bell on the freaking wrapper. If you told me this was a Taco Bell taco truck, then sure, F me. I don't give a damn. Put the Taco Bell wrapper on it. But it was the colors. And guess what? I will guarantee you 99% of taco trucks have aluminum. Just go buy some goddamn aluminum.
Yeah.
It's a foil. Just pull it, wrap it, go. You could have sent an AD to do that.
At that point, you also need to make sure they're not hard tacos.
That's also true. That's a very good point. And they're just talking and blah, blah, blah. And then, again, she gets fired and then happily ever after. Something about lions. I don't know, man.
Mountain lions.
Mountain lions getting to the top of the mountain and screaming bloody murder because they love someone.
Yes.
That's fine.
It was so strange.
And what was even stranger, it was just this weird concept of they were going to go, like, she got the courage to ask him to go on a date.
Yes.
The date at the very end of the movie for the family party or whatever.
The mayor's party.
The mayor's party, that's right. What happened before then was the awkward, oh, there's mistletoe. This the best friend was like, test him. Test his ass. Put some mistletoe and see if he kisses you.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah.
And then it just makes it awkward. Rightfully so.
Yes.
They don't know
They didn't talk about it. They didn't stop to think about, hey, maybe we're already a couple because we do everything together.
She cooks. He cleans and he does this and they talk. And then the best part of this movie, where I will tell you, they don't have chemistry. When it got awkward after the kiss, they had great chemistry because they were like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands at all.
It was a little too real then.
It was a little too real of like, oh, we crossed the line. And I was like, damn, you guys played this off because you have no chemistry.
Yeah.
You have no chemistry on that concept. So like, they were like, well, what do we do? And like Brandon Routh, Zach's talking to Amber's like, I don't know. She was the one that did this.
Yeah.
And she's mad because what does the kiss mean? And so he just decides that no, he can't go to the mayor's party. He has to work.
But he doesn't actually explain past that.
He doesn't explain past that.
Which, granted, they're not a couple, so he doesn't really have to.
He does not have to. I'm not. And that was a lie. Or did he say he had a work thing?
He had a work thing.
Okay, then the work thing was there. That's still the truth. Because she, at this party, sees Zach with another woman.
Yes.
And she gets butthurt and cries. Heart gets broken because she likes him. Okay. Say it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
But also, like, if the communication had been there, then A, they probably would have already known that they liked each other.
Yes.
And B, he could have said something about the mayor's party. Or she could have explained what this having a date to the party was.
Yes. This was a painful 1.5 hour movie. The pacing was so goddamn bad. And then every decision, I was like, you're all idiots. You're all idiots. And I know I do that with a lot of movies, but this one was like, you have to be romantic about it, but it felt like they were just two like freaking boats passing in the night. And no one talked about, like, they talked about cats more than they talked about what was going on with them.
Yes.
Which means I lived the 9 lives of Christmas during this movie. It would have been shorter if he flew away for 5 years. God. And then she starts to move out at the end.
Yes.
Or no, she does.
She does, yes.
And he doesn't know what to do with himself because he's like, I've been the bachelor and I don't want to be tied down and blah, blah, blah. And the chief, when you come to find out, at the very end, saved Zach's life, and that was the reason he became a freaking firefighter.
Yes.
Cool. Whatever.
It was cute.
It was cute. Well, Zach, you got to make a decision. Do you want her or not? Yeah, but then go get her. And so.
And he does.
God forbid there are no fires happening in Hallmark Town, USA right now because.
With the 3 trucks that they have.
3 trucks they have. Zach takes a truck because he doesn't know where she's at. He's trying to find her.
Uh-huh.
And freaking Ambrose is like, scratching at a paper, and he remembers, oh yeah, she was going to volunteer at this pet thing. Which, let me say this again. It is a small-ass town. It should not be that hard to find her. She likes animals.
They avoided each other for however many years before that.
That's a good point.
Who knows?
I know I just said that about 40 minutes ago. How'd you miss this? But if you're trying to find her, you know what she looks like. You know her goddamn name. It's not like she literally is the embodiment of, I know what I want to be. I'm a vet. Well, let's go to every freaking pet store. Oh my God, there's only one. Okay, look at the pet store signs. I'm sure they had to be talking about the freaking adoption thing. Son of a bitch, she might be there. Or even better, son of a bitch, that's right. She said she was going to do that on Christmas.
Yes.
Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to drive one of my goddamn fire trucks to go, I love you.
What's wrong with you?
Everything. Oh, and by the way, Marilee had another cat. She had the cat, and they were together, and Marilee's cat and Ambrose were like, oh, they really like each other.
The whole entire movie, the cats liked each other. Oh, so there were cats involved.
I wonder how they get along, and I don't know how we can get along. I don't know. Flap your lips and talk.
Look, the cats had more chemistry than the people.
They did! They freaking did! And then at the end, I said this, Brandon Routh rips open the thing and climbs up onto the fire truck.
Yes.
To declare his love, to show that he remembered Marilee saying there is such a thing as love from first sight, because mountain lions will climb to the top of a mountain to say they love their other mountain lioness.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, when that happened, I called what was going to happen at the end, and John was just like, I hate you.
Rose gets points because she really did. I was like, God damn, you called that right when she said it, she goes, that's how this movie's going to end. I'm like, dog.
Someone's going to climb on a roof.
You're going to climb. You said
I
roof.
thought it was going to be roof.
You said roof, but I'll give you the points.
Because he is a firefighter, so I thought there was going to be a roof involved.
There was a lot less fires than I thought there would be.
There were 0 fires.
They didn't do shit.
I thought there was going to be at least
I thought his house was going to catch on fire.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought
the roof was going to come into play.
I thought he was going to save the cats and Marilee. And you're like, oh, I do love you. I love you too. Woo! But
yes.
No, I just, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, I'm staying at a 4, but it's slowly sliding to a 3 for me right now. I can't take this.
So before things get worse, maybe we should start at the top this time with our popcorn and kernel. So this is ripping off the literary or journaling exercise of Rose, Bud, and Thorn. It's just themed for popcorn. So exactly. the corn, and the kernel. Do we need to start with the pop?
Yes, we do need to start with the pop.
Okay, so the pop is a positive highlight, possibly lives rent-free in your head. It's the idea or theme that came to full fruition, and you love it. Can I go first?
Yes, you may go first.
So my pop was the food truck that was just Taco Bell food. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I want tacos.
Exactly. Who doesn't want tacos? Tacos are a basic thing. I love our popcorn and kernel probably have nothing to do with any of this shit. We're a movie podcast. We're like, after that, we're done. But no, yes, keep on going, please.
Yeah, we finished the movie and I was struggling to find a pop and I was just like, wait, there were tacos.
Tacos always win.
Yes.
Tacos always win.
What was your pop?
My pop that lives written free in my head is the fact that you called the mountain lion thing. The fact that you freaking called, what I'm going to say is going to be crazy. You called it earlier, but it just reminded me of a kid when my mom looked at me and goes, I know the ending of The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
And then it happened, and I was like, God damn it. And you did it so perfectly. That's what's going to, just nonchalant deadpan Rose, which is my favorite comedy style of just deadpan. That's what's going to happen at the end of the movie. My friends need to be punished. And I'm like, what the hell?
It's such a problem when I'm watching movies and it's just like, oh, there's the end right there.
She said that's what happened. And I'm like, what? And I stopped. I'm like, there's no depth to this movie. I don't know why I'm expecting it. Probably because the last movie gave me a little more depth than I was anticipating. And
this was so much more depth.
Surface level.
Yes.
That I guarantee you, if you wrote this again and marketed it as a YA Christmas novel, you could get away with it.
This is already a book. a book.
I know, you could just rewrite it, but based off the movie, because I don't know what they changed. Run with the joke with me, woman. Come on now.
Got it. Sorry. My bad.
Come on. The corn, an opportunity for improvement. What could have been done better? A character or storyline you wish you had been explained or developed more. It was the bit that never popped, but had the potential to. What's yours? Oh, no, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I actually hated, and I wanted this to be expounded on or just done better, the will they, won't they storyline.
Yeah.
That's what got me. Like, there's a point, and maybe it's just in my head, there's a point where we have to, like, stop dancing and just commit.
Yeah.
And this is an 1.5 hour movie, so I get that, yeah, you're supposed to wait until the end, but they never really, like, dropped the bigger kernels.
Yeah.
To going, oh, they're going to. It was all, like, bow tied in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And I hate that I'm spoiled by movies like You've Got Mail.
Uh-huh.
I'm spoiled by will they, won't they movies like You've Got Mail. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, I know the writing's a little bit different. And I know you have powerhouses that is Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. And it is a beautiful story and they act the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But the writing in that was so well done of like, oh, we know both of them are talking to each other.
Yeah.
And we're included on that story and that adventure. This was just a slideshow presentation that could have been an email. I'm on fire today, by the way. I want everyone to know that I'm on fire today.
My corn was honestly the title. It just bothered me that it's called The 9 Lives and nothing happened. Nobody was in danger. There was just nothing. Like, I know that we talked about this at the very beginning, but just that was my kernel.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my corn. Just they needed to expand on that.
Sure. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
So then the kernel. The kernel is something negative or that disappointed you. It cannot just be the entire movie. It's the bit that gets stuck in your teeth and you want to work it free so you can just get on with your day. John, please.
Nope, I'm going last.
My kernel was the mountain lion bit.
Fair.
It was poorly implemented. It had, like you said, it had no depth to it. There were no stakes. There were no fries. Like, I didn't want any part of it anymore.
That's fair.
That's all.
That's fair.
Please tell us your kernel.
Rose, you pretty much spoiled my kernel, but I'm gonna
I'm sorry.
I'm going to focus down and I'm gonna tell you where my kernel is.
Uh-huh.
You're 100% right. There were a lot of different nods to Brandon Routh being Superman.
Uh-huh.
There were a lot of them. You're like, all right, that's cute, that's fun. There was a scene in this movie where Brandon Routh was talking to one of his crewmates, and he was the kind of bro. He had a family and a wife, but oh man, I wish I was like you. You get to date all the supermodels. You're a hot guy, blah, 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 blah. And this was about the point where Zach was starting to kind of question, like, oh, I really kind of do like Marilee. She's nice. She's nice. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's compassionate. All the things that you are looking for someone. Yeah. That does kind of break that, like, oh, I'm the macho man. I want to be by myself kind of shit. Yeah. I get that. And I was like, all right, I'm following that storyline. I like seeing the character break in that point.
Yes.
There's a scene that guy's like, oh, you're my hero. And the chief is like, well, he's starting to break. And this guy goes, wait, are you telling me Zach's not a superhero? That line would have been so much better if they go, you're telling me Zach is not a superhero? You mean he's not Superman? If they said that, I would have lost my shit. And I would have been like, someone understood the goddamn assignment. All they had to do was add, he's not Superman, 3 effing words.
It's probably copyrighted somehow.
It probably is, or maybe even Brandon Routh was like, please don't, we can do the superhero stuff, but don't call me Superman. Maybe
yeah,
and if that's the case, I do fully respect that. But from a comedy aspect, that is the nod that we know we're in a movie, and you know who you're watching.
Yeah.
Here's the tip of the hat. We understand. That's all they had to do. I'm like, I was like, he's like, they're going to say it, right? They're going to say it somewhere during this movie.
Nope.
And when they did that, we're finding out that Zach's not a superhero.
Sure.
Oh, wow, he's not a Superman? They could have put a Superman.
Yeah.
To just distinguish not being Superman. And I would have lost my ever-loving mind that someone was smart enough and brave enough to write that he was goddamn Superman. And that he flew away and left the world for 5 years.
Jeez. What if we find out that he never actually flew away and this is just where he was?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be Lois is just busting my balls and saving people is really hard. I'm going to go to small town Hallmarksville, USA, where nothing happens.
Yes.
There are no fires, but we have a well-established fire department. That would be
funny.
I just need a rest.
That would be very funny.
This has been your episode of A Side of Popcorn. You guys are the absolute best. We are actually going to be back next week because we're doing this all month to enjoy Christmas movies, to enjoy holiday Hallmark movies, because this bit went on long enough and I finally am putting my money where my mouth is and we're going to watch all these. If you want more CouchCapades, and of course, who wouldn't? Why don't you check out the YouTube channel if you're not watching it on YouTube. If you're watching it on podcast services, thank you so much. Jump over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/CouchCapades, where we have more podcasts, we have live streams, and we have Let's Plays that we do a lot of. And we really like it, and I think you'll like it too. Past that, you guys are the absolute best. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, following the podcast, leaving the comments. Would you have called out Brandon Routh as Superman if you saw him in Hallmarksville, USA? I might have. I don't know.
Probably would have.
But you know what? You are the absolute best. We will see you next week with more holiday fun.